Oh shit.
Schnoserino.
I think we got some snipers on the other side though.
Oh, monk asked it.
Oh shit.
How long?
I'm glad I don't know me. And,
Okay.
there we go with
Probably till after the tournament. The tournament starts at 6, and then I'll do
So
yours
how is it going?
right after. I don't know how long it takes. Maybe like 40 minutes, or maybe at 7.
I just muted him.
Maybe at 7 we start yours. That Predo face, Pog champ. Okay, first thing. Wear another shirt, dude. You can't move that shirt, Kappa. Let's watch. Do you want? What's the 30-second mark? No.
Okay, get you good die.
Hit me up in Discord. Sure.
Dude, have you seen my win rate?
Wow, you're toxic, Stitch.
Win rate.
18%.
18%.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Wow.
Pepe?
I had a very fun start of the season so far on this account.
Do you look so mad already? What happened, Predo?
Either it's like
You look hella mad right
or
now.
it's like-
Why?
That's basically every start of the season for me.
I'm also always.
Maybe it's just me.
Season where I kinda got a good start.
Alright, so you're on Monkey. Predo, you look like you're BQ if you weren't about to murder something. I don't know.
Did you know that?
Energy. Generally, position you took is Monkey. I don't know what your lineup is right now, but generally the position you have is fine.
Can't rest anything. Just a mid of the card.
Okay, right here, dropping at this corner is fine. I don't know what your backline is, so I can tell what EPS are, but if you have anything that pokes, dropping here is fine. Because you just want to stall the card, keep them in the open, because you can always just jump back up, get healed by your Ana. I saw you had an Ana. So that's fine. You also want to make sure this Widow can't shoot your backline, because you have no shield. So dropping here and contesting these people is actually pretty good. That's fine. Ana, Zen, Widow.
Wait,
Ooh,
what?
don't jump to that high ground.
So,
Wait, can I? Yeah, I can go back a bit. Don't jump to that high ground, Predo. Unless they have something that can contest you up there. But their front line is Reinhardt something. Jump to the other side. Jump to the left. You have an Ana here that can heal you up there. And you can drop back on card again once you're healed back up. So you can stall the card even longer. The only time you don't want to jump up there is if they have a Pharah. Pretty much. Because your Ana will be able to heal you over there on red. And you can drop back on card. Contest again. And then you can jump out. So you can contest twice. So the first jump you want to do on red. If you can, just get max value.
wait,
Now
what?
you fucked up your jump somehow.
So broken.
That's quite annoying when that
Is he on
happens.
Widow? Messi high ground? Above Widow? Widow high ground? We can't just give him high ground.
Yeah, that is true.
Messi high ground?
You're playing a dive setup right here. I think your team, like, I don't know what your DP. I still don't know what your DPS are. What did you say? Widow, Ana, Zen. Okay, that's fine. Monkey, Diva, Widow. What's your second DPS? It's a hammer swing, not my jump. It was. Yeah, that's what I said. No.
Genji on.
Like you're first of all, if you play a dive setup, you don't give up this high ground for free at the beginning. You will poke them here all the way, and if you have this high ground and they walk in here with Ryan, he cannot shield this way and this way. So you don't give up this high ground. That's your team's fault for that. But if your team backs off here, you have to back the fuck off as well. I mean, it's ranked, so most of the time people don't even talk. Torb, Widow. If you play Torb and your Torb sets up back here, you can definitely not fight up here. You wanna. Okay, I'll show you where you wanna hold. If they play this, if you play this and your team's walking back, I mean, okay, this is juicy right here. This is the juice. You hitting those two targets, that's the juice. But as soon as you know their Widow is there, you have to get the. If you get hit here, you turn around and just run away.
We can't just give him high ground.
Is your Ana not healing you? What the fuck? Yeah, but if your Torb sets up back here, I mean, it's juice up there. But if your Torb sets up back here, you want to hold this corner right here, like where you can walk up to the steps. You can walk this way to stall and zap. That kind of thing. I thought they have Ryan Zarya, just get the high ground for free. Yeah, generally that's fine. But if your entire team decides to play back here, then you can't stand up there anymore.
Maybe change.
Maybe change. Ryan Zarya is terrible on Dorado. Unless you play goats. I think his high ground here is fine, forcing her off.
Messi right now. Okay, I got slapped.
Ooh. Okay, you jump up, that's fine.
The bubble.
So far so good. Nozarino, Diva, Pog, Jim. Yeah, keeping the high ground here is very important. Wait, are they playing triple DPS with Ryan solo tank? They have Genji, Widow, and what?
She's playing low ground.
Yeah, but right here, reset on high ground though.
No, I'm still Winston.
Let me see. But they were on high ground, right? So what do they have? They have... Oh, that's a Mercy. Okay, they have Genji Widow. If you jump out, that's fine. Right here, what I would do as soon as I've jumped back up, I would jump into the church. Because... Let me show you a better angle. If you look main, please. Okay. If you jump in here, into this window, if their widow is here, you have a free angle on her and she will have to look this way or get the fuck away, so there's no pressure. If their widow is down here, you can zap from up here, or you can go here and zap from up here down there. So if you have this high ground, if you control this high ground because she's on low ground, that's fine. You can't just jump in here because the Reinhardt will fuck you up. So you jump on the high ground next to her and zap her. Right here. And if their Genji's up here, you can farm him first, make him dash out, and then you can come here and zap, and you will have a free... Like, you will have free zaps here. If he goes too far here, the Rein can't follow up on that. You can jump that, because the card's still back here, so someone will be pushing card. So make sure you jump this high ground here, and take high ground control. And you can still drop on that Widow, if you have to. Like, right now, even if she... Like, you're 300 HP, and now you're zapping a Rein for no reason. Nice, finally. Okay, good. Okay, good. Don't drop on that. You saw your Ana just... You saw... One sec. Like, you saw your Ana here. Right? She's at that corner. If you jump up there... Whoop. Wrong button. If you jump up there...
She's playing low ground.
You force out the Widow, it's good. But look, your Ana... The Rein didn't even back off. Your Ana is still all the way back here. If you drop here on card, it doesn't do anything. You're not gonna win 1v3 on card. Okay, they have 1 on card right now. You're not gonna win 1v2 on card. Unless you plan to primal. Like, there are 3 people right now. You have to get the fuck out now. Okay, you get nanoed though. I don't know. You have to use ults for that, I guess. But generally, it's not... I don't know. It's not a fight you want to take. And primal's good. If you plan to primal there, you think me gonna get primal and smash? If you think you get primal there, it's not terrible what you're doing. It's because you stall the card as well. But generally, if there's a lot of distance between you and your team, like this much distance, and you go even further with primal, generally they just peel it and they don't die. Now, you get their Widow here, because your Ana also nanoed you. So it's not terrible, but it's a lot of ult investment, which I think you could have gotten with only primal or only nano if you were together as a team. Feel me, dog? Overall, though, like, look also. Whoa, what the heck? Also, overall, you see, you went so deep for her to kill her that it's a free res. You wasted nano and primal, and she still got the res off. So it's a bit too deep.
I can't.
Bit too deep, my friend. Oh, my neck. Hey, Tristan. Here again. Go high ground if you can. Let's see what he jump.
I use spot bubbles. Left. Shadow, watch out.
Yeah.
I used the bubble. Okay.
Somehow you're still alive. Go high ground. Go high ground. Re! Okay, the Widow's on low ground now. That's good. That's a good jump. But generally, you could have avoided all of this shit. Now you live here somehow. But as soon as you walk out here, you jump the high ground. You jump up there because most likely their Widow is up here, and even if she's not up here, it's a good position for you to reset and drop on any target you want. They're below this bridge. If you want to drop on their front line, you drop this way. If you don't drop on their back line, you drop this way. If you want to reset, you stay up here. If their Widow's up here, you fight her. So generally, go from high ground here and then drop. Now you get shattered. I don't even know how the fuck you live here. You get shattered and grabbed. Okay, she matrixes a lot, but still. You should be dead there, my friend. It's a good boop. You jumping those two is actually perfect. The Mercy has to die here. You don't get her, that's still fine. You're making a lot of space here. This is good play right here.
Going on Ana, yeah. Let's leave.
Primal her.
I got her. Ryan is deep, behind us.
What the fuck?
I don't know the rest. I'm going
Get that Widow. Yes.
She's
choosing right targets right now. Well, I wouldn't have booped her there. One thing. Right here. You boop her up on the high ground. Or she, I don't know if she grappled or not. But you boop her up here. If you don't boop her right now, and you land on her with the zap, she's dead. Instead, you boop her too far and she gets healed all the way. So right here, I think that's a.
Some Widow. She's not
I don't know. That's like a. I don't know if you wanted to boop her here, but first of all, JP Cow, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Right here, don't boop her here. If you land on her head right here with zapping, as soon as this ends on the high ground, she's dead. She's discorded right now. Look right here, she gets healed up to past half again, and you don't land on her because you booped her too far, and she can strafe midair. So.
Get all the support, dude.
Well, no, you fucked up, Predo. You could have killed her there if you didn't hit that last primal punch. You could have killed her. It's still good. Like, okay, one thing. Even though you messed it up, it's like a mechanical mistake you did there. Even though you messed it up, what you're doing here is still the right thing. You're pressuring their Widow out of any kind of like LOS on your team. Like even if you don't kill her there, she's playing here while your team's playing all the way over here. There's no LOS for her. She can't shoot anything. So you're doing your job even though you don't kill her. She got double heal and bubble. Well, but she would have been dead if you let her land on high ground and jump on her head. So it's your own fault for her getting the bubble and heal. She would have been dead if you didn't punch her. Now you still force. You have to look at it this way. She can't shoot anyone. You force double heal on her and bubble. So it's still a lot of resource. Even though you fucked it up, it's still a lot of resource for the Widow that can't do anything.
Yeah,
right here, you almost have new primal again. You have to get out. That was actually really good what you did. Besides not killing the Widow, that was really good. Movement, who you're on, really good. I like this as well. Whenever you're, dude, this is actually something I would do as well. Whenever you play against the Widow and you have time to reset because someone else of your team is taking a load of the damage, look for flanks. Look right here. The Widow's discard, like she's dead now. This is perfect. That was actually perfect. Going from the right side there, being a sneaky monkey. Generally, if you're the one that's supposed to solo peel the Widow, like jump their Widow and make sure she can't shoot anyone else, look for flanks. Because what happens most of the time, I mean, they play Ryan Zarya, so it's not that rough this game. But if you come from this way, and Widow is up here, their monkey and their diva will stop you here most likely, and you will have to force them out before you can regen. Because what happens is, if you jump past the diva, she will literally just fly on your ass and hold left click on you, and you will most likely die. So what you want to do is, you want to go away where they don't see you, and then maybe jump the Widow from there, so the diva doesn't know, and she has to call for the diva, and then the diva flies in, and by that time you have jump back up, so you're no risk of dying, and you can contest her. So I like the sneaky moves here. It's not easy sometimes, especially if you play against a team that's scouting well. So you have to figure it out, but it's a good move. If you can get it off, it's a good move.
That's what you have to do. Okay, we have Winston now. So good. Genji again.
Gengu.
Winston jump.
That's fine, you're controlling the high ground. It's good. Where did she die? Ooh, okay, you have primal, There's still...
We're just back at the moment.
Let me check one sec. I honestly don't think you jump here. I think you just walk on him. Look at this. If you... Look how close he is. I think you can just walk on this, Bredo. If you walk here, and she grapples, you can jump on her head. And bumble her afterwards, and she can't get healed and will most likely die. So I think if you just walk on here, she's dead. But you jump. And now in order to catch up, you will have to primal. Or wait in your bubble. Look, you're useless right now for like a couple seconds.
I want, nice.
So I think if you walk on her, she's dead 100%. Unless Anna hits the sleep. But if you jump here, you're useless for like 3 seconds until you jumps back up and your bubble's out of position. So I think you walk on her there.
Yeah. I can't.
And you're still contesting the Widow. You're doing your job, but I think you could do it a bit better. Or you could put more pressure if you did it the right thing there, which is just walk on her, I think. You're also going on the right targets.
Sorry.
Like overall, you're calling the right targets. Your positioning's good. There's just some minor stuff. Like walking on her there and not jumping. Overall, pretty well. What's your stats? You're like 11 and 2 maybe. Yeah, 11 and 2.
Wird richtig outsniped hier.
Yeah, you see, like Bredo said, aimbots got outsniped, but it doesn't matter because Bredo is playing really well here because he's contesting their Widow 24/7. So even though he's getting outsniped, their Widow will get no more value after that. After Bredo knows where she's at, he's always on her. so it's pretty good. Now they have a Hanzo, which makes it a bit harder. If you play against Hanzo, Hanzo is a bit better at dealing with Winston than Widow. So you have to be a bit careful. So right now I would shift my focus from their DPS on their healers. So my focus would go to their Ana and not to their Hanzo right now. But it depends on who's out of position. But generally I would focus Ana Mercy here now.
Point. Genji baiting,
Or Genji when he uses dash like that is also a good target. Go back high ground. That is a blind jump. I mean, your team's fighting there, so I guess you're trying to follow up. It's fine. Primal's good. Get that Ana. Oh, why are you moving that? Wait, what? Why are you moving your camera like that? I lost her as well because you moved your camera. So weird. What the heck? This Primal so far is good. Now she's in a corner where you can corner her. You corner her, you push her to the left. Why are you moving your camera like this, dude? What the fuck are you? I lost her. Colorblind colors? I have no clue what you're doing there.
I can't get her.
I lost her as well. Because you were like shaking your camera. Like you did like this with your camera. I don't know why. Just keep track of her and you can kill her. And get out probably. I don't know why you shake your camera like that.
Nice!
I mean, the Prime was still good. You're so sweet boy. Yeah. I mean, he's making the right calls. I think you're just fucking up mechanics once or twice. But overall, you're playing pretty fucking well. Not gonna lie. And don't expect me like. I'm just saying. Not that I would make these. I would make these mechanical mistakes. It's just I would make them too. But it's just something I want to point out so you can work on it. So the calls you're making, the targets you're choosing are perfect. You're actually choosing the right target every fight right now. I haven't seen you choose the wrong target yet, but you're making like tiny mechanical mistakes which prevent you from getting final blows on them.
Let's kind of jump up here. I'm pretty sure. If I do it, I drop behind them.
Oh,
nice.
Like you're still looking. Like you see, this is actually the difference between a good Winston and a panicking Winston. This diva is in his fucking face right now, and right now he doesn't care. He's like, yeah. Whatever, man, shoot me. I'm dropping. I'm still gonna find the juicy target. And he finds it. Right now, look, just by dropping here, he's forcing them in a corner where they don't want to play. He drops here. This Hanzo wants to shoot this way. Same with their Ana. He's dropping here. They have to walk in here. It gives so much space for everyone here to shoot whatever the fuck's on card, like this Genji, for example. So it's really good. Don't take this fight with this dumbass Diva. Was das zweite schon? Nach dem Tournament Game.
Right inside right.
Okay, I'm going in. I can't really get much out of it. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, that is rough. Wait, let me see that again. Could you not get anything out of it? Let's see.
Quite long point.
Okay, right here. You force them back. You bubble them. You walk in. This is perfect. You serve your jump. You jump back up to reset. Okay, you miss your jump. That's actually the mistake here. I hab schon gesagt. Zum 7 rum. So right here, if you hit the jump high ground, you can reset, get your HP back from your Ana or whoever the fuck you're Zen, and then drop down and call for nano that way. Right now, your Ana knows she has to nano you in order to live because you fucked up your jump. So she nanos you so you can walk in, but you can't walk in. So that was actually, again, if you don't miss that jump on high ground, you can get way more value out of the nano.
I can't really get much out of it. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, it's true. At this point, one thing is that's good. You know that you messed it up, so she nanos you, you don't get greedy for it. So you don't die. You don't want to make, like, as I said before, same with goats. If someone fucks up a bubble, you don't try to make value out of the bubble. If the bubble's bad, it's bad. You don't go greedy for it. So right here, the nano is not good because you messed up your jump. Don't get greedy for it. Don't get the value off the nano. Just fuck the nano, farm your ult a little bit on that diva and get out. So it was too big. It hit on the ledge pretty much.
Unlucky.
Okay, resetting here is fine.
You can just point here. Actually, can make it out.
Yeah. Good call. I was about to say, get out, reset. You have another jump with bubble if you can regroup. If no one dies now, you can make it last fight on the second point. That is good. Good call. Again, good call. Very call. Jump Ana now. Don't go out of your bubble here. Ooh, yeah. Right here, if the Ana doesn't hit you there, I think you live that. Okay, jumper, perfect call. Bubble right here, also one thing. Jumper here, you know she has to peel this way. You know that, right? If she peels this way, she's just dead. Because she's playing herself on team. So you know she has to peel this way. This is no good, this is good, okay? So if she goes this way, she's dead no matter what. But if she goes this way, which is the right way, you know she goes this way. So instead of dropping your bubble right here, instead of dropping it right here, walk a bit up and drop it here. So you can zap this way further. So you can zap all of these guys. Do one more, two more steps, and you can zap them. Because right now you get greedy. Walk out of this thing and take 2 shots, I think. Yeah, you take 2 shots here. And then you're dead because of it. So if you walk in 1 step further, place your bubble here, I think you live. Because you don't get greedy for the shots, you can jump back out. Yeah. So
Ooh, I couldn't get out.
also it's a better bubble for your team. Because their entire backline will be blocked by it.
Maybe bump on card. This guy stops pushing me.
Sometimes just 1 or 2 more steps in. Greedo back at it again. Fucking Greedo, dude.
Massive. I'm on Hanzo right, Hanzo.
Good call again on that Hanzo. He's massively out of position.
I'm on Hanzo.
Nice. Ooh, that is
I got Hanzo.
still good.
Miss.
Mercy. That was actually perfect. I was about to say, one thing I was about to say, that might be a bit deep. If you chase him, like if you go here, and you would have booped him further this way, ignore him. Come back. Even if he's 1 HP. But you booped him backwards, back in on the point, got your momentum back onto the objective and kill him. That was actually perfect. That was really good primal. That was a really good primal. Forcing the Tracer away, important as well. Cucking the Tracer really good, because she's the most value right now. Reload! Oh my god.
Nice.
That was actually really good though. Overall, very good monkey play on defense so far. Let's look on offense, because offense is way harder than defense on Dorado. Turn IQ, that was really good.
Die meisten Karten. PogChamp.
Okay, what are you playing? Anna, Widow, Diva, Hanzo? Okay. And your second support, I would assume he goes Zen again? Yeah, okay. So Widow, it's a double sniper. German speaking dance game. So double sniper, generally you just want to make sure that their front line can't contest your back line. So you want to jump. Oh. Dude, I keep knocking my stuff over because I keep hitting my desk. God damn it. So you want to make sure their front line can't contest your backline, so you just want to zap their Monkey Diva a lot, their flankers a lot, like a Genji. If they play Widow, sometimes you still want to contest their Widow, but generally the way it should work is your Hanzo Zonix, where their Widow might play, and then your Widow has a big ass advantage if they don't play double. If they play double sniper, you still have to contest their Widows. Can Garnish with Winston Dev, no Anubis kid. Unlucky boys.
Okay, jump up in 3, 2, 1, I'm up.
That is good jump. Take away their space. Play the corner. One thing you have to be careful of, which almost happened here, if their Diva boops you past this corner and body blocks you here, you can't jump back down, so you might be fucked. So you have to be careful of that one, but generally the jump here is fine. You can test their Widow. That way none of your teammates will die. If they have a Mercy, also the pick you got, they can't res it. Drop down now. Yes. Okay, jump back up once you got healed. Jump now. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, I got teleported, took a nade. Keep poking.
That's fine, don't get greedy here. Nice, good job. Walk back in main. Where's your Anna? Okay, they used Nano here, so you have to be a bit careful. Before here, when you dropped, I'm actually quite curious why your Anna's not healing you here. As soon as you hear that Nano, you have to be careful, because your Anna can't heal you anymore. Because she'll get jumped.
By the way.
So you're greeding out a bit here.
I got fucking pooped in.
Well, you were a bit deep because your Anna can't heal you because someone got nanoed and jumped your backline. So right here, you're up 1. There's Zen died, right? He's walking back right now. If they nano, get the fuck out. Make sure everyone stays alive. Right here.
Huh.
Or I don't know. Or if you're full HP. If you're full HP. So here's the thing. If you're full HP before, you can do that, but you were below half, I think. So you can't do that.
Back in a second, where the main watch out?
Okay, you got their Zen again. This jump, that is... I don't... don't do these jumps, Predo. Unless you know people are fighting here. Like for example, your D.Va is shooting here something, your Hanzo's shooting here something. The card's not moving even though your people are on card. Then you jump above here to get like a surprise jump on some clown that's standing here. It's pretty good. But no one's here right now. No one from you on card. It doesn't say contested. It doesn't do anything, right? So you don't know anyone's here. What happens if you jump here? The Widow's back here. You get headshot mid-jump. You land there. You have to get the fuck out again. Don't do that. That's just an unnecessary jump here. It's a bad jump. It's just a lazy jump because you didn't want to walk these 2 meters. Okay, now you bubble what?
Back right, she's back right.
Like what is this bubble?
Corner,
Now you just
corner.
wasted your bubble. This bubble's
One?
useless.
I can't get her.
His Widow's
She's
one.
left side now. Okay, up,
On left side, on left side, I know. No sleep.
But still, your bubble
can't
was
bubble, I
useless
can't
here.
Winston. Nice promo.
Lazy jump must be American. Nah. Overall, jumping the Widow there was good, but that bubble was wasted because you wasted your jump. You didn't have, like, you had to bubble there because you knew if you didn't bubble there, the Widow will just free shoot you because you didn't have jump because you did that lazy jump over the high ground. So, if you don't do that lazy jump, you can get a better jump and you get a better bubble. Sort of expanding my brain. It hurts. God damn. See where you go. You can do one thing you can do if you know their Widow's playing back here. You can go over this high ground over Trump wall and jump over here and force the Widow off high ground. That is if your team tells you that Widow's playing up here. But generally, the way you want to approach is you go top left high ground with your team and then you walk through the market here because the market gives you cover and the Widow can't shoot here. So first thing you do is you force their tanks out here. Once the tanks go back here, then you can walk through here with speed boost maybe, jump up there, do something like that. Or you can walk through apartments and jump that way. Like, that's the general way you want to take it as a team in scrims against this kind of setup, but it's ranked so you can walk wherever the heck you want.
I'm going monkey.
Nano, someone needs to tell you that your nano, look right here, you don't get a lot of value because you didn't have jump.
Anna low, left inside.
Jumping the Ana here is fine.
I'm going Widow actually, I'm going Widow.
Good chain. That is a very, very, very good target change. Most people will tunnel vision here. They see this Ana. I want this Ana. You see this clown over there? He's more important. Also, he doesn't have orb on him. Switch right now. Really good switch, dude. That's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm going for it in a sec.
Like, that's the hero. That's the hero that will clutch the fight if you don't focus her. So that's the hero you want to go after. You always want to go after the highest threat for you and your team losing. So switch on that clown. You force Zen Trance here as well, which should not save the fight for them. Let's see. It should definitely not save the fight for them. Ooh, that is unfortunate. The thing he wanted to do was right. He knew D.Va is not a good target here, but he doesn't have jump right now. So next jump, I'll jump the healers, because what happens if he focuses D.Va, he will get double pocketed by this Zen Ana back here. So you will have to jump the Ana in order to stop the healing, and your team will take care of this D.Va. She has to touch the point, so you can't even... Here's the good thing about this. The card's close to the point. So Predo knows if I jump back here and the D.Va flies after me, it's a C9. So we just get the card for free. If we just fight here and fight the D.Va, it will take 10 years to farm them through double pocket, and they might get a new nano to heal them back up. So Predo wants to jump here. Now unlucky, at the same time he wants to jump, their D.Va bombs upwards and boops him back, so he can't get the jump through, which is unfortunate. So it will soon be the same colors as rank. Unfortunate. Look, his jump gets fucked because of this D.Va bomb. And now they're in a decent spot to win again. Because of that boop, if Predo hits that jump on their Ana, they probably win. Instead they lose.
I'm dead.
Which is unfortunate, because their D.Va will die within a second without getting pocketed on the point there. That is unfortunate.
But they don't have trends.
There's actually game winning.
Contest, so we have no heals right now.
Overall, that jump was bad. Now you want to get this guy out, which is fine, but wait till your team is in position. Look at where your team is. If you wait like a millisecond, you look backwards here when you jump. They're just respawning. That jump, you can wait 3 seconds for your team to be there and do that same jump. Right now you're just feeding 300 HP. Now you want to get this guy out of here, but there are 3 people up here. Look, you're lucky you don't die here. Just be honest here, he doesn't look any less angry than when we started watching. That is true.
He died! He died!
It's just because he's German. I think Predo played this map actually pretty well, not gonna lie.
Okay, wait
Stop
for
that.
everybody and then we go in. Let's stop here though.
Especially your target choosing was pretty good.
Ready to go
Come on,
in whenever.
stop staggering here, I can't kill you, I'm on main, boys.
Yeah. Coming.
Genji discord.
Genji low, Genji 1.
Will
dash.
kill me.
Ooh, you're a greedy man, dude. Why did you bubble earlier?
Low, Genji 1.
Remember when I said earlier, bubble a bit later? You're super greedy here. Right here, choose a target and commit on it. If you want to go on this Genji, right here, and you want to chase after him, you have jump up and bubble still. You can bubble right here, right now. Right now you bubble, zap him, he will dash anywhere, you can jump after him and try get the kill. If you think the Genji is important for the fight right now. But, Jesus. You wait too long with that bubble.
Genji and me.
You don't too. Even.
I don't know.
Yes. Oh no.
Like saying all Americans look fat? What?
You don't want.
You what, mate?
Monkey? Monkey?
Yeah, I'm coming. Rolling, okay.
Okay, walking back,
She
jumping
can't
the
get
Ana,
yet,
that's
they can't get
fine.
yet. Never mind. Can't.
Monkey?
Why did you not commit? Did she hit?
She can't get. They can't
If she has sleep, let me see.
Yeah, I'm coming. Rolling, okay.
First of all, you jump a bit too early. You see her shooting from there, and I think you go for her because of that. Also, you have walls.
Rolling, okay.
You see her here. You jump a bit too early. Walk up, and you can land on top of her head, or you can land on top of the fountain. Like you can land on top of this fountain right here and zap her from there, and she can't really, like, wherever she goes, you can walk around with it and shoot her. She will have to go somewhere else, and then when you drop, you can bubble. So I think you jump too early again.
She can't get. They can't get yet. They can't get yet. Never mind. Can't.
Monkey? Absolutely no.
Yeah, now you just get pocketed. Yeah,
Down the left.
from here.
Okay, that's good. You force their backline back again, but you don't overcommit.
Point.
Yeah, I'm point.
Go again on their backline now. Go on their backline.
Clear widow.
Where is she?
Yeah, you have to jump on the high ground. On the widow.
Diva Discord?
She was on high
Go for
ground.
Diva, step point. I can't, she gets hard pocketed.
Yeah, ignore that. No.
And I want it.
Okay, you want the Ana?
I got enough?
Okay, that's okay. I would have liked if you choose it. Like, again, you want to choose the Widow over the Ana here, because Widow is the one that clutches the fight here. But if the Ana is accessible here, and you really think it's important, Ana is not a bad target here. It's still a good target. I would put Widow higher, but as I said before, if you have Widow higher than Ana, and they're both out of position, you choose the Widow. But if you only see the Ana, which I think he was like, where's the Widow? So he didn't know, he wasn't sure. Like maybe he lost her in the fight. She was at the high ground at some point, but I think Predo lost her, so it's the right call to go for the Ana here.
She's dead?
You actually capped this? You do.
Can I
Jesus Christ.
Winston jump.
Descends, recall. Descends, recall.
Winston no jump, kill him. Okay. Let's take
You
high
guys,
control.
that was everything in fat and butter. What? You mean Americans?
Spite up. Actually, 2 als einfach gerade so hart. No sleep, Diva on high ground. She doesn't see me. Ana sees me though.
No! No!
Diva on high ground.
No, Predo!
She doesn't see me. Ana sees me though.
First of all, you hit the pole. God damn it. Second of all, it's ranked. Okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna suggest that. I was suggesting go in there because it's ranked, but that's bad habits. Don't do it. What you're doing is the right call. Just go back. Does your country see better than you? What? Ah. My jaw hurts.
Right.
Why does my jaw hurt?
3, 2, 1. Oh, she's out, never mind. I'm dropping.
It's still fine. Contesting is high ground here. You have
They're not on
snipers
the main
as well.
I'm on Diva.
Yeah, keep the high ground here. You drop a bit too much for no reason right now. No.
Ana stop right. They're gonna go for it in a second, I guess. No.
Ouchie.
Low. Diva, I'm on Diva.
Again, you can't get much out of the nano. That was actually a very smart primal. Jesus. Dude, that was smart as fuck. Not gonna lie.
On top.
Yeah, we're
There was no Greedo at all. That was good. She misses the
I dropped
sleep.
Ana.
That was good though. That was really good, that primal.
He has
You fucked their diva.
pushing Zen, I'm pushing Zen.
Yeah, commit on it.
He's off.
No! Wait, why did you not commit on
Pushing
it?
Zen.
You see their Ana here. This is actually perfect. If he peels this way, you don't commit on it. But he peels inside here. You can actually get an insane jump. If you make sure you pop your head up here, you will land right on his face. You're already sapping him. He's dead. If you manage to pull that off.
pushing Zen. Oh, he's off. Hello?
I would jump that.
Shit, I should have.
I'm not blaming you for going back. It's not okay. This is a safe play. I didn't want to die. Yeah, this is a safe play. I'm not blaming you for it. It's not a bad call what you're doing to go back. But knowing myself, I would go in there.
He's one.
Hey, Drami.
Pushing him. Put it top left for chat.
I would go in there. I would definitely go in there.
Oh, chance on time.
Because I would make sure I would bop my head on the high ground and fuck him up. I would definitely go in there.
I have no shield. No, I have no shield.
Oh, you did. Oh my god.
No!
Okay, we use Trends, we use Nano, we use Bomb.
24-7 is still good. Hey, Drami. That's just unlucky. I got what of me playing comp. Enjoy. I have 2 more VODs after this, by the way. But after this game, I'll take a small break and I'll be back at 6 with the tournament game. So you guys know, with 2 minutes delay, and after that we keep going with the VODs. Good jump on the Zen. Diva is low, you can go for that, but generally there's an Ana behind you, you want to go on first. Now, if the Diva is this low, again, I don't blame you for that, because she will die within a second. And you have the bubble here, which blocks Ana heals, so overall, like, he puts the bubble down right here, it's still up. It's still at 300, right? So the Ana will not be able to heal this. So going for the Diva here is fine, but generally your team should be able to clean this up, and you can primal their Ana in the back.
Diva 1, Diva 1.
Overall, it's fine though. 2 minute delay, yeah. The Ana.
Ana behind, I think, yeah. Ana's
You
behind.
fucked up with the primal there. Keep it in the corner, she's dead.
I'm dead. Oh,
Ooh,
Lucio.
if you lose because you got that nano off, dude. Please tell me you win
Oh,
this.
he's won!
Please tell me you win this.
Okay, nice.
Oh, thank God, dude. I would have, dude. If you lose because you get that nano off because you boop her above the railing so she doesn't die to Diva Bomb, that would have been a yikes. Anyway, so overall, your target focus was really good. Generally, was really well done. One thing, don't do these fucking lazy jumps, you lazy guy. Walk up to the cart. Also, don't jump. You jumped too early. I would have been so mad, dude. I would have been triggered as fuck. Dude, make sure you don't jump too early, which means if a target is barely out of position, their Ana's here, and you're here, you don't jump till here. You walk till here, and then jump till here, okay? Walk in a bit further. That happened multiple times. Other than that, your target focus was really good. Your primals, you had like a couple of mechanical mistakes in between where people lived, like the primal on the Ana or the primal on the Widow. Other than that, you focus their Widow a lot, which is your job. So you know, you understand what your job is in this lineup. So you're doing your job. You're making sure she can't kill people. You focus the right targets. Generally, that was pretty good. What else was there? Sometimes you have to reset on high ground a bit more. 4 gold is Winston. Yeah, that happens a lot when you're carrying as Winston. Overall, that was a really good game you had, especially on defense. Your defense was insane. On defense, you only had 2 mechanic mistakes. The rest, you made perfect decisions. No, you actually had 3. You had the Ana primal, the Widow primal, and you hit your head when you wanted to jump high ground once when you got nanoed. There was mechanical mistakes. That happens. I mean, this game is very quickly. That happens to everyone. That happens to the best Winstons in the game. So, no shame in that. Other than that, on defense, your calls were perfect. You jumped the right targets every time. On attack, sometimes your routing was a bit... You could take better routes. You take less poke. You greeted out with your bubble once and died for that. Make sure, as I said before, walk in. Don't do these stupid as lazy jumps, or when the target's here, walk in a bit further so you can jump on top of them. That's important. What else was important? Was there anything else? Don't have a resting bitch face syndrome, Kappa. Smile sometimes, dude. Get some Progi smiles in you. God damn. No. 4 gold? No, you popped off this game. That was a well-played game overall. Not many mistakes, especially understanding what your job is and what you have to do. It was pretty well played. So, not much there. I saw him smile a few times. He did? Somebody get some help. Hey, Trek!